Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Fanfic. And today, nope, that's not what we're called. Hello, everybody.
Green, everybody.
Green, everybody, and welcome back to fantas-fic, the only podcast where you can remember what it was like to be in middle school and why you've forgotten about being in middle school.
Yeah, just like how your memories are boxed up and compartmentalized into squares and cubes, our fanfiction will be about the beautiful cube-like world of Minecraft this week.
Oh boy,
Wow.
I remember middle school and Minecraft.
Remember when Minecraft came out and we were in middle school and it was a whole big thing? Those are the days. If you didn't play Minecraft, you were fucking dirt. You were nothing. I spit on you.
Yo, I remember, I got Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
Max wanted to try out Minecraft.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, okay, I'll let you use my account.
What?
Here's the username and password. And he's like, thanks, Scott. And I'm like, no problem. So then I go home and change my password.
Nice. Oh, that's so strange.
I don't even know why I did that, you know?
Okay, but the most amazing part of that is that you didn't have to tell him the right password. You didn't have to.
Yeah, I
You
don't know why I
just
did
lied to him.
that.
But you said it is so important to me that I tell the truth to my friends. But
I don't
also,
even-
I would never give you this account.
I don't even think that I was worried that he was going to steal my account. I think I just did it because I was evil.
Yeah, that fits with what I know about you, Scott. Sometimes you need to add some chaos in the world
Yeah.
because there's a little too much structure these days. We need to go back to a time where you could write whatever you wanted, post it on the internet, and think that people liked it.
Yeah. It's the problem with, like, likes and dislikes, is they let you know that people actually like or dislike something.
Right. Remember back when YouTube had a star rating system? Wow. What a bad world we used to live in.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, so this fanfiction we're gonna read is titled In Love on a Server by fanfiction author GloriousMagicDeathSpit. And I think this is going to be the most fanfiction episode of Fantastic that we've recorded so far.
Good old fanfic, our podcast.
Good old fanfiction. This is about as classic as it gets. Where we'll just get into it, huh?
All right. Droller Oceans joined the game. That day was nothing special. Not really. He had just wanted to see if any of his friends were on the server, play a few games, not much. He might have hung around the spawn point to see any cool skins, maybe some hot ones. He hadn't expected to find her.
Crazy girl joined the game. When she joined the server that day, she didn't know what to expect. It was her first time there, nothing more. She had heard about from a friend and decided to check it out. She wasn't a noob at Minecraft, but for some reason had never taken the time to explore servers. She hadn't expected to meet him.
He looked around the spawn point, sitting at his favorite vantage point with his friend. There was a group of hot girl skins standing beneath them, using the wave emote and making a fool of themselves.
The what? Hold on. We'll talk about it later. Fucking whatever.
That was why he had chosen his best skin. Sadly, none of the girls stood out to him, but one stood out to his friend. His friend jumped off the vantage point and ran off with the girls, getting into a game. No matter, he didn't care.
She got into the server, nervous. There would be a lot of players there. What if they thought she was a noob and shunned her? Well, that was why she had decided on her best skin. The one that didn't stick out like a sore thumb. She saw a cutish-looking boy skin standing above the spawn point, and her heart did a loop. She hadn't ever really looked at boy skins on Skin Maker. I'm so glad that she doesn't look at boy skins. She was glad she had made this one on her own. Otherwise, she might have ended up wearing the same skin as another player. She slowly walked into the boy player's range of view. His username was Droller Oceans.
Private eye. He glanced down. His heart leaped. There was a cutish girl player staring up at him through bluish eyes. Rather breathtaking, if you asked him. He slowly jumped down, moving to stand in front of her. Her username was crazy_girl.
She stared at her screen, not daring to breathe. He was gorgeous.
She was vibrant.
She stepped towards the server game called Sky Wars, hoping that he would follow.
He stepped after her, grinning at his screen happily.
She clicked on it, excitement taking over all fear and replacing it with pure, joyful rush.
He followed her into Sky Wars, happy she had chosen that game. He was good at that game. They stood in the waiting. They stood in the waiting. They stood in the waiting. He chuckled as she flashed around. He chuckled as she flashes around the room.
Wow, love these boy skins and flashes.
I got flashed, FB.
Oh no.
He realized she had never played.
The clock counted down. She shifted nervously in her seat. She glanced at him.
The game started. He looked at his teammates nervously, hoping she was among them. She wasn't.
He wasn't.
His teammate, a Steve. He dropped some armor at his feet. The gesture was clear. Get your head in the game. He made his character nod, gulping. He hoped she had sense and got some armor.
She stared around, terrified. She had no armor, and 3 players were coming up fast. He was one of them. At least she had a sword. He leaped up over the island, charging at her. She gripped her phone tightly. She gripped her phone tightly.
Oh, I hope you don't think this podcast is getting edited.
I really hope it doesn't.
He swung his sword, adrenaline replacing any other thoughts, and then he saw who it was.
She jumped away, taking advantage of his moment of hesitation. Why did he hesitate? He could have destroyed her. The other 2 players stepped forward. They were both from the lime team. He was from the yellow team, and she from the red. She used the point emote, hoping that he would actually look. He did.
He gasped, then dumped some extra armor at her feet. They would have to work together to survive.
She immediately put on the armor. The lime players were bearing down on them, jumping over the small gap in the bridge that he had built. She charged, hoping against hope that he wouldn't change his mind and stab her in the back. She swung her sword at the first player, a zombie skin. They had diamond armor, and she only had a measly chain chest plate. At least she would go down fighting.
She was crazy. Charging in... That dame was crazy.
That's why they call her Crazy Girl.
When she walked into my office, I knew she was trouble.
When she walked into that Sky War, I knew she was trouble.
She was crazy. Charging in a battle like that. He liked that. He took his stance next to her, taking the second player. He placed a block of TNT and jumped away, hoping the player wouldn't follow.
You have been poisoned. She read the message again. He had poisoned her. He had placed that TNT. But no time to think about that. She was almost dead, hiding in a corner as she wasted away from the poison. She crouched as a player went by, hoping they wouldn't look at her. She shrank further in the shadows, glad her skin had black clothes.
He killed the first player, and rounded on the second. She wasn't there. He hadn't seen her die. She must have run off. He felt a thing of sadness, but it made sense in a sad, twisted way. She had horrible armor, and he had diamond.
Oh no. She jumped out of her corner, swinging her sword at the player he was fighting. The player angrily swung their sword, smacking her. She looked at her hearts. Only one left.
He killed the player, rummaging in their inventory, plenty of stuff. He glanced at her, wondering if he should finish her off. He probably should.
She backed into the corner as he advanced, preparing for death. But it never came. She stared at him. He was holding out a golden apple, not a sword.
He begrudgingly dropped the apple at her feet, along with the extra diamond armor. He watched as she slowly put it on, then bounded away. He looked back once, and she was gone.
Oh shit, where'd she go? I bet she just dug a hole 3 deep, covered it, and started crouching. Okay, sorry. 2 weeks later, she was still playing on that server, holding on to the hope that she would see him again. And then, when she was looking on the friends icon, she found an invite. She clicked it. It was his invite.
He looked on his friends list, hoping he would see a new one. There, it was her, bright as day. He joined her game.
One day, as she was walking downtown, in real life, she decided to head into a cafe. She entered and saw a young man sitting at a table playing Minecraft on his phone. "Hello," she said. "I play Minecraft too," she said.
What's your username? He asked.
"Crazy girls," she responded.
His heart skipped a beat. Mine is Droller Oceans. Private Eye.
She held back a gasp. "Good to meet you," she said, sitting down. "Let's talk, shall we? My husband went missing."
Usernames are made up. If your usernames are this, it's pure accident.
It is pure accident. Oh my god. This is my 3rd time reading this, and I still can't stop from laughing out loud over and over. This is the most fanfiction we've read.
Oh, by far.
By far. Oh my god. Like, what's the idea here? It's like, so this has to be like a 12-year-old girl that plays Minecraft. And
that
like,
seems very likely.
It's
clearly young because they know about modern Minecraft. I'm
I
like,
remember,
what is a wave emote? I'm such a boomer.
Why would you play Minecraft on your phone? You can do
next they're gonna TikTok and dab, and I'm gonna die.
For real though, it's so small. And also, emotes? Excuse me? Just use the chat. Like, come on.
Even friends list, I'm like, ooh.
There's so much to talk about here, but I want to start with, like, the idea behind writing this is, like, you play Minecraft and you're like, man, I'm pretty lonely. I really wish that I could find a romantic partner that just gets everything that I do and likes all my stuff. You know how all your friends are always going into Minecraft and looking at all of the hot skins at the start point? You know, all your friends do that and they're so cool and popular. I've never liked doing that. So I'm going to write a couple characters that don't do that. And then they look at each other and fall in love instantly because they both play Minecraft, because I play Minecraft.
Yeah. He was gorgeous. She was vibrant. they're 2 block skins. Calm down.
It's like the format of this is clearly that they're not the characters in the game. They're the players playing the game. And there's no world where a Minecraft skin looks visually appealing. They're blocks. There's no world where anyone like sits out scoping, "Oh man, that's a hot skin." Like, I got hacked and someone put on like a Pornhub skin on my guy, and that's probably the sexiest you can get, is an advertisement for an exterior website. But like, for real, it's just like literally like, oh, love at first sight, but between Minecraft characters, but also between the players. And then after the meet cute, they have another meet cute in the Hunger Games
in real life.
And then they have a third one in real life. It's literally like the end of Batman Dark Knight. It's like, oh, I picture... One day, Mr. Wayne, I picture you in that Italian cafe, and you're gonna find your love. And it happens here in this... Where's the Sir Michael Caine in this is all I'm saying.
I think another thing I noticed is every paragraph or whatever alternates view between a character and the other character.
Yeah.
That's very much like the writing style of middle school, when you're like, ooh, I can do cool things when I'm writing my stories. Oh, what if every other line was from a different perspective?
Right.
And your scientists never stop to ask if they should. They just think, can they, you know?
Yeah, but also, like, at that age, like, you're always writing in sentences that start with, like, she, he, I, you. Like, let's start with, like, a clear perspective.
Oh, yeah, there was, like,
doing.
2 sentences where half the words were she said or he said or whatever.
Like, everything is like a he did X, she did X. Like, not a whole lot of descriptive stuff going on here.
Yeah.
But There's a lot of funny stuff in here as well that I just want to get to. So there's a red team and a yellow team and a lime team. Because
it's gotta be the dyes, right?
Oh my god, it's the dyes! I'm a boomer,
dye.
Scott.
Yeah.
I'm a boomer. It's the dyes in Minecraft. Oh no.
Exposed.
Well, there we go. It looks like I was the fool. I love that her username is Crazy Girl. Because, like, that's the age when I feel like you start to identify yourself as, like, I'm not like the other girls. I'm crazy. And later, like, from the guy's perspective, it clearly says, she was crazy. He liked that. You know?
Yeah. Oh boy, she sure is attacking people in Minecraft. What a crazy girl.
Imagine attacking people in Skywars. Hey, another boomer question. Does TNT poison you?
No.
Yeah.
I'm 99% certain it doesn't.
What the fuck
I'm not sure what happened.
Poisoned? Why is it, and also, if even in this canon, whatever, like, she gets poisoned by TNT that he placed, and she's like, darn, he poisoned me. Why are you still so cool about him? If he came up to kill you, and then poisoned you.
Yeah, and also, he doesn't say, like, I poisoned her, so I literally don't know what happened. Maybe there's, like, an enchantment that makes armor poison people when they hit you.
Maybe.
And, like, someone had that. I don't know. If I was a Zoomer, I'm sure I'd know this. Even though technically we're kind of Zoomers, I don't know.
That's fair. I love calling the line, his teammate, a Steve. Makes me so happy. That just like, it's just like a blanket term for anyone that just keeps the vanilla skin for XYZ reason, like they're lazy or they like it a lot. Just like calling that group of people Steves, and like, it feels like you're looking down on them doing that.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
See, I feel like that should be like a Smurf, you know?
It should, yeah.
They should be really good.
But also, like, after that, the line is, get your head in the game. I'm a Steve. I play Minecraft for efficiency.
It was a Smurf. It was a Smurf.
It was a Smurf. The Steve was smurfing. Get your head in the game, bro. I know you like looking at those hot skins from your perch. But you got a Skyward to fight.
That's why you play as a Steve, so you're above all that. You know, skins don't even attract you one bit. You don't even notice.
It's like asceticism, or whatever you say it. There's a fucking Buddhist monk. He's rejected the ways of the world to be a better Skyward player.
This is really the Play-Doh of Minecraft Steves.
Yeah, for real. So this has to be like a thing that's popular though in this age group, huh? Just like looking through skins and picking a skin. Like that's gotta be like a popularity thing, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I think Minecraft skins have gotten like more designed to be like like there's a lot more like skins you can choose from the website, and you can like buy skins rather than making skins. Like you can still make skins, but like it's set up to kind of advertise the skins at you, as far as I'm aware. So I mean, it feels like a reflection of that in this.
That makes a little sense, yeah. I don't know. If it feels like you shouldn't really be buying skins if you want to like be doing something cool or original, but like yeah, I get why.
I could be wrong about buying skins, but I know there's like more than just the default skin now.
Which, you know, I've played some Minecraft story mode on Netflix. I know how many different character skins they've got.
Oh god.
I regret it every time. Another thing I really, really love, the part of the story where the girl is hurt, you see. So she goes off to hide in the shadows and is all like, man, nobody loves me. I'm gonna die alone here, dark in this corner. And then the boy walks up and is like, nah, I love you. Because it's clearly like...
He begrudgingly gives her a golden apple. Like, just don't do it. Why you begrudgingly doing this? Just don't. Or enjoy it.
It's just like the kind of thing that you write because either you're preying on the insecurities of like young people who are like, I feel so alone, no one's gonna love me, or you feel that and you're like, I gotta create something where that doesn't happen to give me some hope. Like I can't think of a good reason to have that happen.
Yeah. Well, someone's gonna post this to whoever made this, they're gonna watch it, and they're gonna write a suicide note about us, and we're gonna be screwed.
Oh my god. See, that's the thing, though, is, like, this legitimately brought me so much happiness. But I doubt it's for the reasons they thought, but I really liked reading this.
Yeah. It's very funny.
Yeah. Like,
I do appreciate they're trying things with perspective. I just feel like that's like what you do when you're younger, and later on you can kind of do it better.
right. I hope that this is such like a stepping stone in their writing skills and abilities, because like I love anytime you create anything, that's awesome. Like I don't want to make this person feel bad for writing this, because again, I had a lot of fun reading it, and like I'm sure there's ways that you improve from it, and also we don't really want to cyberbully a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
that's not a good look.
Droller Oceans should be named Droller Oceans Private Eye. Let me just put that out there. Mark that down for your future.
Yeah, we're just giving you some notes for when your young adult fiction series comes out 10 years from now, because you've gotten so much practice and become such a talented writer. Because honestly, you don't get better without trying, and publishing things to a public space is like a good way to get feedback, and I respect anyone that does.
Yeah,
I don't get where Droller Oceans comes from. That one I don't get. That one I don't get. Droll in French means funny, so droller, is funnier.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So there we go. There's just so many... Writing a fanfiction about Minecraft blows my mind. And just the idea that there's these so many social conventions that I didn't have playing Minecraft that now people are experiencing, like...
Yeah, and it's only, 10 years later.
Yeah. It's just so interesting to me.
The fact that it's Skywars and not the survival games, yeah. I'm like, ooh.
Yo, we had some good times in survival games, though.
Yeah.
I could consistently get, third, just, when we would just, hide in a hole and crouch. That was the strategy.
I would consistently lose because my computer at the time couldn't handle it.
True. It's a pretty intensive game, Minecraft. So many squares.
Yeah, it could do single, but multiplayer was kind of like, no thanks, and it would just freeze.
Yeah.
Plus I was bad at everything, but who cares?
I went back and read she was crazy charging into battle like that. He liked that. I just went back and read that again, and it's still so good. What would happen if you walked up to a person playing Minecraft and said, "Hello, I play Minecraft too"? I'm just curious what you think would happen in that situation.
Okay, how old are they?
Let's say you are current age, Scott.
Yep.
You are current age, and you have walked into a cafe, and someone is playing Minecraft on their phone, and you walk up to them and say, "Hey, I play Minecraft too." What do you think happens?
Yeah, but how old are they?
They are the same age as you. You were the same.
Okay, probably very awkward. They're cool, and they don't want to talk to me because they're playing Minecraft on their phone at my age. They don't want to talk to people.
True.
If they're younger, they might think I'm cool because they like Minecraft, or they'll think I'm the worst person ever because I'm old and play Minecraft and I'm ruining it for them.
That's fair. But Scott, what if though they were older? What if this is a 50-year-old?
That's actually... If they're really older, then sometimes they're kind of chill, At some point, you pass over that hump where you become a chill person.
If you are old and play video games, you have to have a certain degree of patience and understanding.
Yeah.
You are used to dealing with these young folk and their horrible, horrible ways. And they're just deep pools of lust towards these blocky boy skins. You gotta deal with that all day. Oh, boy. Yeah, you have anything else you want to say about this masterpiece?
I don't think so.
Again, I'm so happy that we read this.
Yeah, it is very good for the wrong reasons.
Exactly. Content is content is content, and that's why we're here making content for you, our dear listeners. And speaking of content, next week, you want to tell them what we'll be reading, Scott?
Oh yes, next week we are going to be reading a fanfic about possibly the greatest TV show ever, which is Everybody Loves Raymond.
So if you remember the hit show, Everyone Loves Raymond, with such stars as Raymond and Deborah and his brother Robert and his parents, I guess, and you want to come experience that with us next week, a link to that fanfiction is going to be in the bottom of this, what do you call it? Description. That's what you call it.
And it's called Enough. So you know it's gonna be good.
Hey, guys, we're putting our foot down next week. We've been messing around, but next week, shit hits the fan, and we're getting real. We're taking a stand, a deep political stand.
Next week, better be ready on our season finale
Next week on our mid-season finale, where the shit hits the fan, and somebody gets sent home.
And then it's a solo podcast.
Well, that's fine. We'll just work from home.
Oh yeah.
Bada bing. Oh man. Oh my god. How do we even? I can't believe I didn't mention this. But final closing note is, oh my god, she was playing on her phone.
You clutch your phone tightly.
They're in Minecraft, and they're hanging out in a waiting room, and the character is just on their phone.
To me, like, Minecraft phone means that version that all it has is creative and has like 10 blocks.
No,
it's like, well, I can't imagine phones working.
Right? It's like, oh no, what's your number? 111, because there's one button. Oh god, okay, yeah, so we better
pound sign instead of hashtag.
Oh, we've had our fun here today. It's Everyone Loves or Deborah. You can expect a lot more of that next week. Thanks for listening, everybody, and don't forget to I don't know, smelt some clay, eat some pork. What do? Kill it, stab a pig, and eat its guts right there so you can sprint more. What do you do?
Mine some diamond, craft some armor.
Get it, baby? No, that's copyright. Thanks for watching. See you later.